Family holidays are the ideal time to learn to swim. Remember, exposure is the key. The more you go, the better you will get. Notice how I enter the pool in a safe manner, holding onto the rail and entering via the stairs. I've also brought a pool noodle with me to provide additional support. I'm starting my swimming lesson with breath control activities. Remember, go slow and try to hold your breath for up to 10 seconds. Learning to control your breath will help you relax in the water. You only blow out bubbles right before you lift your head to take a breath. Repeat this skill until you feel relaxed and comfortable. Walking in the water will help you become comfortable with the new environment. You can do this with your face above the water. Once you feel relaxed, then it's time to push and float with your face in the water. Remember, the noodle provides additional support, but you're also going towards a shallow ledge to help you stand up. There's no need to rush. Go slowly. Get your balance and practice the skills over and over. A big breath, push and float. Here we go. I want to go a little bit further now with my floating skills, but first I'm going to walk just so I'm familiar with the environment. You'll notice that I position myself close to that shallow water step which runs the full length of the pool. That's just there in case I need it to provide that additional support. But I'm going to now get those feet off the bottom. I'm going to push and float. Remember, floating is the basis of all learn to swim. So the more you practice floating skills, the better you will become. Try and relax and enjoy the additional support that the noodle is providing. Balance and stability will be the key in helping you to relax. Once you're comfortable, you can try floating without any support. You'll notice that I'm floating towards the steps so I can put my hands down and perform that recovery and place my feet on the bottom of the pool. This is free floating. You're doing it on your own. Here I go again. Eyes in, push and float, hands down so that you can recover. During the initial stages, having your hands wide like this provides balance and stability. It's like a Superman float and you're flying through the water. You'll also want to practice back floating skills. You'll notice that I'm using the ledge for support. Lay back and make sure your ears are submerged underwater. Allow your legs to float over the deep. When you want to sit up, simply look at your toes. This will right you into the correct position. You can also practice back floating skills with a noodle. Again, you submerge your ears underwater and allow your feet to float up. When you want to sit up, you need to look at your toes, but this time, submerge your face underwater. It makes it really easy to stand up. Push and float. When you want to stand up, look at your toes, placing your face underwater, and you'll right yourself into the standing position. Remember, learning to swim follows a building block approach. We've gone breath control, submersion, floating, and now it's time for propulsion. I'm now moving into a more streamlined position. This makes it very efficient to move through the water. Remember, when you're doing kicking, it's fast and little. Try to control the kicks. Fast little kicks up and down. The streamline position requires you to lock your arms up tight behind your ears. Fast little kicks, legs straight. Try to make bubbles with your toes. Short distances are ideal to begin with. The more you practice, the more efficient you will become. Remember, repetition is key when learning to swim. Swimming is a great activity for fun and fitness. Enjoy the water. Being able to move from front to back will help with your confidence, but also your independent mobility. The more relaxed you can be, the more at home you will feel in the water. So push and float and roll to your back. It's a really fun activity and will help you feel safe and secure when you're swimming. But how do you do it? You'll notice as I push and float, I move one hand under and the other hand slowly comes around. Then I maintain that back floating position and the ledge is there for support. Watch again, push and float, then slowly roll on your back. Don't rush. Look at your toes when you want to stand up. It's now time to combine the arms and legs for freestyle. This is an exciting time. Remember, your kicks are fast, but your arms are slow. Notice that I have a relaxed high elbow recovery. I'm also not doing any breathing at this stage. I'm just trying to combine my arms and legs together. Try and get a natural feel for the water and push all the way back to your leg. Use short distances to perfect this skill. Repeat over and over until you become relaxed and confident. You can then alternate back kicking skills with freestyle drills. You can see that if you slowly build swimming skills, it's so easy to learn to swim. I hope you're happy with your progress. We're well on the way to independent swimming in the water. Fun, fitness, health, and safety, here we come. When kicking on your back, you really want to have efficient propulsive skills, so always try and keep your knees and toes underwater. By learning freestyle and backstroke at the same time, we are becoming more confident and enhancing our swimming ability. Once you have good propulsive skills, it's very easy to add in the backstroke arms. Again, your kicks are fast, but your arms are slow. Try and work on your rhythm. In both freestyle and backstroke, I very often use 6-beat kick drill. So kick your legs for 6 and then change your arms. You can see that when we slowly build swimming skills, we can develop a relaxed and natural stroke to last a lifetime. So that I can swim a longer distance, I'm going to roll over onto my back to take a breath. This will keep me mobile in the water and able to go further down the length of the pool. Learning the timing of the breathing in freestyle can be tricky, so by simply rolling onto my back, I am making things easy for myself, and I'm also making me nice and mobile in the water. Soon we'll isolate the breathing and get the timing right, but right now I'm just focusing on freestyle, and when I need a breath, I'm rolling onto my back. I've had a lot of beginner adults tell me that they become frustrated with the Learn to Swim experience because they can't swim very far. You'll notice in this way, we're simplifying things and we're really getting mobile in the water. Don't worry, skill build. I hope this video shows you just how easy swimming can be when you follow a progressive learning system. Now let's take a look at freestyle breathing. The easiest way to get breathing right is to isolate the skill. You'll notice here that I'm going bubble, 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 lift to breathe. Bubble, 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 lift to breathe. I'm kicking my legs to gain balance and stability. Then I'm lifting my head up to the front to breathe. Always start with breathing to the front to get a natural, relaxed rhythm. Blow out bubbles, lift to the front. Blow out bubbles, lift to the front. Once you're relaxed with that rhythm, you can proceed to bubble and breathing to the side. You'll notice that you keep the ear on the water. Blow out bubbles, breathe to the side. You're staying nice and low to the water when you take your breath, looking slightly over your shoulder. Quick breath. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Turn your head to breathe. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Turn your head to breathe. Don't lift your ear off the water. You can now practice the bubble and breathe drill either with a noodle or a kickboard. Remember, fast little kicks, bubble and breathe. Fast little kicks, bubble and breathe. You'll notice that I'm always breathing to the steps when I practice my bubble and breathing, but what this is doing is actually allowing me to practice breathing both sides. So this way I'm practicing right-sided breathing, and this way I'm practicing left-sided breathing. I'm learning to bubble and breathe to both sides. You'll also be able to practice this drill for the full length of the pool. Keep going, you're making great progress. Now it's time to have a go with freestyle arms and breathing to the side. Go slow and have fun. I like to say in my head, fast kicking, pull and breathe. Fast kicking, pull and breathe. You'll notice that I'm learning to breathe both sides. I've chosen to always turn my head to breathe to the steps. In this way, I'm learning to breathe both left side and right side. It's completely normal to have a favoured breathing side, but I still like learners to learn to breathe both left side and right side. Notice how smooth and controlled my arms are while my legs are little and fast. Keep practicing and let me know how you're going in the comments.